Alrighty, guys. It is 3:30 this Tuesday, September 2nd. Time to wrap it up for today. And we got something going on, I tell you. We started off this morning massively weak. Overnight was terrible. They really took it down here in the overnight. Then day session kicked in, and we had a little bit of little bit early strength to get short against, and they took it lower right here in the FG period. They find that the London close. They finally find the low end of the range, and then since then we actually been grinding higher, back up here to the high. So we are right back to that 65, 60, or 6400 to 6410 area, the attractor area. So they ran it down there, overshot down here to the mode, to the mean of that this big prior distribution, and right now we're back to value here. So not sure what quite to make out of it. I'm still not convinced that the this it looks like there's a little bit of bargain hunting going on, but and we'll take it for sure. I'm not quite convinced it can hold, so we will find out here the next couple of days. A lot of stuff coming out this week, so there's plenty of volatility in the potential volatility, I should say, which can happen. But at this point, I mean, if they hold up here in this area at the 6400, I would probably start off just range bound. If especially we have a little strong close like this, unless you see like a pullback here and then late in the session, it'll pull back. If they hold this area, I would probably give it down here to the 6400, 6395 to 6400. So if they hold that support area, I would stay on the range bound side at least to get started and then see what's going to go. If it starts trading below that, adjust this in the overnight a bit, I think down to the maybe 6390. So uh, if they hold that area, I think we stay range bound. If they trade below it again, we are back on the short side of this. But depending on how strong this gets, I mean, it could be reason to be optimistic about a little bit of bargain hunting going on here. Definitely stronger than I thought it would be in the afternoon. So a strong close like this would imply that, yeah, there's bargain hunting going on. These dips are getting bought, and that's a good sign. No trades for me on the ES so far. I did, but I did a few trades on the Nasdaq. I'll show you those in a second. Looking at the news for tomorrow, Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're looking at mortgage apps at 7. We have factory orders at 10, and job openings at 10, but nothing at 8:30. So that's kind of where we are right now on that guy. Uh, Area beige book at 2. Maybe that could be something, but beige book at 2. So but primarily factory orders and job openings at 10 is what we got going there. Now, looking at the Nasdaq. And the bond market kind of holding on. I mean, it took a leg lower, and that was not great, but it's I don't call it a crazy move. Yes, it would dip down a point or so. So I would probably stay on the stay range bound, maybe keep a slight bias to the downside and see how far they want to take it. But that's kind of the way I would start off the bond market, looking to sell strength, 1316s, 1324s, rotations down. When it comes to the Nasdaq, that's the one which had a little bit more weakness on it, so they took it lower. The uh, they read a little bit lower in the overnight, down to touching 23,020, so almost down to 23,000s, but and so far pretty strong recovery so far. But they got ways to go here before we really start seeing some positivity. But yeah, back to that little trajectory at the 23,200s, and we'll see if they can hold on to that one or not. But as I said, if on the Nasdaq, I'm going to look at this level here, the 21, 23, 150 to 160. It's going to adjust this a little bit in it for tomorrow. But so if they trade below that bound into the close, I would probably be on the short side. Otherwise, I'm going to stay range bound going into this start. Now, the trades I took was first in the morning pre-market. I took one short trade early on, and I had a great entry. It was a shitty trade location, but it was just in net selling going on. So I figured that was the best I could do. Got shaken out of that trade and yeah, saw it run away from me, so that sucked. I tried another trade here after the run up here, after the run up to the mean, and it failed. So I trading lower. I tried a short trade. Had a nice trade going there. Got shaken out of that one too. And I tried another short trade on the retracement, fairly aggressive, and I scratched that thing when I didn't like how it was playing out there. So three trades up 21 bucks on these three trades. That's it for me today. And then finally, oil and gold. Oil and gold, looking at the gold just net to the upside, they're up to 3,600. They hit 3,600. That's pretty speaking spectacular. So big move to the upside on gold, stay on the long side of that one. Let's see if they can hold 3,600, and we're going to see a knockdown. But the last couple of sessions have been crazy. So big move up on gold, usually a concern. There's some concern in the air when gold trades high like that. Financial, fiscal, global fiscal concerns, stuff like that. Right now, well, it's not quite sure what's driving it, but it's definitely a concerns out there driving, moving people into gold. Maybe it's just because they're concerned about September being a weak month. Who knows? But it's definitely gold is making big new highs. I would stay on the long side. Not super aggressively right now because they hit 3,600. We may see a little bit of a pullback in the overnight, but I would stay on the long side, looking to buy weakness on gold. And then on the move to on oil, definitely looking at the move to the upside on oil. Um, they traded up and so far been holding on to that pretty good. So they were down pretty good in the day session, but then kind of back off. They were down here testing the 6450s before they started retracing to the upside. So interesting stuff going on that one. But I would stay on the long side of oil as we get started, looking to buy against that 6510s or 6480s. Rotation is back up. So there we have it. So the only trades I took, three trades on NASDAQ, one small winner, two shakeouts, or one shakeout, one small winner, one scratch is probably a better way to say it. But so that we have it. Well, we'll leave it there for now, guys, and I'll see you guys back in the morning. You guys have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.